So the reason that people will normally talk about cut back to the first two leaves or the first two buds or whatever it may be on a tree is because normally what happens is when a shoot grows, so let's use this shoot here for example. So as the shoot grows and elongates like this, your first internode just here is always going to be your shortest. And then as we move out to our next internode, the next one's going to get slightly longer. And then the next one's going to get slightly longer. And then the next one's going to get longer again. So the further we get out on that elongated shoot, the longer each internode gets. So the best thing to do in refinement is to come back and cut back to that first set of leaves, because then what we do is we keep that shortest internode. And then the same thing happens again. Once these two elongate and take off, your shortest internode is going to be the first one, then the next one's going to be slightly longer, then the next one's going to be slightly longer, so then we'd come back and we cut back to the first internode, and then what you can probably already see is going to happen here is as we start to build out and refine, we want those internodes to get smaller and smaller and smaller because, you know, we go from one branch to 2 branches to 4 branches. Oh, I've accidentally just changed my pen there. And then we go out to 4 branches, and then obviously we go out to 8 branches, and the more and the more and the more you refine, the more you've got to fit into a smaller area, and you want to keep it compact. You don't, where your main structure of either your trunk or your branch or whatever is, you don't want this branch getting super long to refine. You want it to be nice and close into where the main structure is.